When we're looking at results, because I'm now a resultatarian, how do I measure results? Number one, I try not to look at weight. I try not to look at weight. Because you're 5'5", you shouldn't weigh 150 pounds. I'm not saying that. What I look at, number one, from a physical perspective, is whether or not I can see muscles in the body, striations. If I can see abdominal muscles, then I know your body weight is absolutely fine. I know your body fat percentage is absolutely fine. I know it's about 10 to 12%. No one's going to argue with that. So I want to see striations. That's number one. And if you can pinch more than an inch, it's the beginning of a problem. If you can grab a handful, we need immediate intervention. Now, we can't change where we are immediately, but we can change direction immediately. All right? You can't instantly drop 20 pounds. You have to give it like a couple of months. But we can change the philosophy and move in a new direction, and we can start walking into the first aisle of the supermarket and just having a ball. You can eat all the food you want, no limits, no limits. You'll never starve due to a diet if you talk to me. You'll be eating like a king or a queen all day long. I eat more probably than anyone here, but you may not see it because there's certain foods I just don't eat. But the ones that I do eat, like bananas, I could eat 10 a day, easily. I could eat 6 by 10 a.m. And normally, during this hour of the morning, I'm at work, I'm training someone like at 6 a.m. going forward, so I just have water, bananas, oranges, and I'm good to go. Now, we talked about the weight result, how you look. Number two, energy. Energy, we have to increase our energy. I'm sort of zealous about this one, and some people think I'm crazy. Now, I'm 54 years old. Okay, I'll be 55 on St. Patty's Day, thank you. I'm very Irish. I'm very proud of it. But I'm of the opinion that I should be doing things and have the energy level of someone who's half my age. Now, maybe that's a little overzealous. So I'll just say 2/3. So that means I got to find someone in the gym who's 36 years old and I have to hang out with him. And I have to do what he does. He's my test. So now I want all of you to find a younger friend and hang out with that person. Let him or her motivate you. Let that person push you, because we have to either slow down the aging process or just stop it, freeze it in time. I think we can all stop it based on the lifestyle we engage in. And lastly, energy, weight, probably the most important thing, the level of toxicity that's in our bodies. How do we slow down the level that builds up? Think of your body as a garbage can, right? And we're all getting things from the environment, and we're eating certain types of food which are bringing us down to a degree. And it's filling up, filling up, filling up, and then all of a sudden it gets to a point where you can't put the lid on it anymore. And it overflows, and it becomes noxious, and it's an eyesore. It smells. When it overflows, that's when I want you to think of yourself as being sick. You gotta purge the toxicity. So then the question becomes, how do we purge that toxicity before it fills all the way up and overflows, right? And how do we decrease the amount of time that it takes to fill it also? How do we slow it down? That's what eating food from the first aisle does for you. It slows down the level of toxicity, and then when you do get sick, because you're going to get sick, you need to get sick because your body is purging toxicity. It won't be as virulent. So if I can decrease the times during the year that you get sick from maybe 4 to 1, then that's the best thing I could have ever done. Because your body won't have to work as hard to fight against these noxious things that we're putting into it. And then it can work on fighting something that's more important. So how many battles do you want your white blood cells to fight? That's the question. Do you want to constantly be engaged in war internally when it's unnecessary based on what we're putting in the body? So again, we're looking at weight as far as, and again, a person could be 5'10", one person can weigh 190 pounds, the other can weigh 150. I think they both could be in good shape. Energy and level of toxicity in the body. That's what we're looking at. That's how I measure results for myself and for my clients. So, in the supermarket, let's